this memoir, which you and Alec co-wrote in the voice of the president. I mean, we're kind of getting at the same thing: the real as the unreal as the real.
Well, indeed, and my first reader, as always, was my wife Ann, who read this as I was writing and said, I literally, as I was reading, forgot that I wasn't reading the words
the
of
actual Donald Trump, right?
Yes,
yeah.
indeed. And I have this fond idea. I mean, he's not going to read this because I don't think this will become the first book he's read in 30 years. But
that's why. It's not that he wouldn't like it. It's just not a big fan of books.
I think he would read it, and I think like, these guys get, do me better than the other people I've hired to write my memoirs in the past.
But I think it's so funny that you actually do have that problem. I mean, you say it's a parody on the cover.
Yeah.
I do think that there'll be people.
That's a legal requirement.
But I have to say, but I do think that you will have people who will dive into this book, who will encounter it sort of from the middle.
And maybe squint and see, it's Trump.
Oh my God, look, it's Trump.
Yeah. Well, and several times, speaking of the blurry lines between fiction and reality, several times we were writing things, and I, as Alec generously says, did most of the writing, and would come up with some fictional idea, like back in February, as we began it, musing about firing James Comey, and then
suddenly it happened.
Suddenly it happened, and it happened again and again, and finally Alex started saying, "Oh, this is scary. You're like a seer. You're like a prophet."
Nostradamus.
Exactly.
Right, yeah.
He said, "Just don't make sure it doesn't end with World War III, okay?"
Right. Exactly. Don't predict that.